6.4 on page 88, and the goal is estimate products and quotients of rational numbers of rational number operations. So we're just going to do multiplication and division using compatible numbers. So what we're going to do is use a multiplication table to find compatible numbers. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to estimate 15 and 1/10 divided by 4 using a multiplication table. So I'm going to look for 15.1 divided by 4 on a multiplication table. So the closest I can find is 16 divided by 4, so that's what I'm going to highlight. And I'm going to turn 15 and 1/10 divided by 4 into 16 divided by 4 for my estimation. And I'll rewrite it, and that becomes my estimation. So compatible numbers are numbers that you find on the multiplication table. 16 and 4 are compatible numbers. Okay, let's try another one. We're going to do 21 1/3 divided by 3 1/4. That would be a pretty difficult problem with a lot of steps. We're going to find it on the multiplication table. And I have two choices here. I can round those numbers up to compatible numbers. 4 divided by 6 is 24. Or I can round both numbers down to 3 and 18. Those are the closest compatible numbers. They have to be on the multiplication table. Either way, my answer is going to be 6. So I'll rewrite that problem as 24 divided by 4. Notice I didn't round it to 22. I rounded it to 24 divided by 4, or 18 divided by 3. I'm going to use numbers that are on the multiplication table only. So if you round one number up, round the other number up. If you round one number down, round the other number down. So they either both go up or they both go down. Okay, let's try 71 1/3 divided by 2. This time we're going to use multiples of 10. So I'm going to notice on the multiplication table, looking down the 2 column, I see an 8. That's close to a 7. I'm just looking at the tens digit. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I'm going to rewrite this. First I'll just write down what I found on the multiplication table. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then use multiples of 10. 80 divided by 2 is 40. So my answer is going to be 40. So I can use multiples of 10. And the reason I had to do that was 70 was not going to show up, or 80 was not going to show up on my multiplication table. But a 7 or an 8 will, and so I can just multiply by 10. So use multiples of 10 to simplify division or multiplication. Okay, let's go to the next page. We'll do a couple more examples. Okay, I'm going to look for down the 6 column. And the reason I'm doing this is because 5.8 is close to 6, so I'm looking down the 6 column looking for something around 40, and I find it at 42. So I have my answer of 7. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. Those are all compatible numbers. They work out evenly. We do have to, I'm going to ignore that negative just while I'm using compatible numbers, and then I will think about that afterwards. So 42 divided by -6 is going to actually be -7, so the estimate is -7. Okay, last one is 46 and 8/11 divided by 3 and 9/10. That would be a lot of steps. So we're going to look on the number on the multiplication table for something in the 4's column that looks kind of like the 46. So I go across until I see something that's close to 46. I have to go all the way up to 48. So my answer is going to be 12. I know that already. So I just rewrite 46 and 8/11 to 48. 3 and 9/10 becomes 4. So my answer, my estimate is 12.